Have you ever wondered how a jet engine actually produces thrust? In this video, we will see it. A jet engine works on Newton's third law of motion. When the engine pushes air backward, that airflow is the action force. This backward push of air creates the reaction force. This reaction force creates the forward motion, or thrust, that moves the aircraft ahead. A jet engine is called a reaction engine because its forward thrust comes from the reaction to high-speed gases expelled backward. And that's every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Jet engines work on Newton's third law of motion. A basic jet engine has 5 main sections. First, the intake. Second, the compressor. Third is the combustion chamber. Fourth is the turbine section. Fifth is the exhaust nozzle. So, these are the main components of jet engine. First, air enters through the intake. It slows the air down. Second, the compressor compresses the air to high pressure and temperature for efficient combustion. Third is the combustion chamber. Air mixes with fuel and burns continuously. Fourth, the turbine extracts energy to drive the compressor through shaft. Fifth, the exhaust. Gases exit through the exhaust nozzle at very high speed. However, thrust depends on how much the engine changes the momentum of the airflow. Momentum equals mass into velocity. While increasing it will increase the thrust. With a low velocity, the airflow experiences only a small change in momentum. Low velocity exhaust produces only a small change in momentum and therefore low thrust, while a high velocity exhaust creates a large change in momentum and much higher thrust. Greater change in momentum produces the greater thrust. Jet engines increases exhaust velocity to produce thrust. The greater the change in momentum of the air, the greater the thrust produced. Most of the aircraft are using turbofan engines. This large front fan pulls in a huge mass of air and accelerates it for more thrust. It divides airflow into bypass air around the engine and core air through the engine. In a high bypass, thrust comes from the large mass of air flowing around the engine than the core. This high bypass turbofan produces quieter airflow and less noise, as it moves more air at lower speed, making it quieter and more fuel efficient. Hence, a high bypass produces thrust by moves more air at lower speed. Do you know why jet engines are efficient? Jet engines are efficient at high speed and altitude. At high altitude, the air becomes thinner. And thinner air reduces drag, allowing aircraft to cruise efficiently. It makes better fuel efficiency. Jet engines are most efficient at high altitude and speed because thin air reduces drag and fuel consumption. And that's how a jet engine works. Simple in concept, powerful in execution. If you enjoyed this explanation, keep learning aviation.